Dawn, and you're watching Growing Up Chaotic, the channel where I candidly share with you how I survived growing up in an alcoholic, drug-addicted, mentally, emotionally, and physically abusive family. I am the expert on growing up chaotic. Today we pick apart the emotional hangover, the jarring, noxious, knock you flat on your ass, mother of all perplexing reactions you have after interacting with a toxic and dysfunctional family member. And you know what they say, the one tried and true remedy for even the most painful emotional hangover is a little hair of the dog. Now, of course, in this context, we're not talking about alcohol. We're talking about what it is that you do to take care of yourself when your emotions are steamrolling you like a freight train would do to a feather. It's all about self-care. Now, recently I found myself sorting through an emotional hangover of my very own involving my mother, and it's this situation that I wanted to share with you to show you how I managed the hangover by using a little hair of the dog. So just some quick background. My mother was an off-the-charts physically and verbally abusive drunk for a majority of her life. And when she was being physically abusive, she would throw things at me, pull my hair. When she was being verbally abusive, she would say things to me like, or call me like a fucking whore or a little slut. She also used to say really nasty things to me like, you were supposed to be an abortion or you should have been an abortion. So when I was old enough, I completely severed contact with her and have not had a relationship with her for over 20 years. But it wasn't until recently, I'd say less than 2 years ago, that I reached out to her because I wanted to be civil with her. And as you can imagine, this reaching out to her has created a whole new bag of challenges and issues. The primary one being that the two of us don't agree on where the relationship is going, where she's kind of looking to make up for lost time and to establish this mother-daughter connection. That's really not what I'm looking for, and it's not what I have to give to her. So as you probably can see, this is where my latest emotional hangover came from. So I was on the phone with her and things are getting a little tense, and she's just kind of pushing me a little bit too far to my edge. So I knew I had to get off the phone with her. I get off the phone with her and I completely lost it. I exploded. I am talking full on verbal vomit all over my apartment. All this frustration, all this anger just like pouring out of me. And it took every last bit of self-control not to pick up my phone and like throw it across the room. I knew that the hangover was kicking in and that I had to use a little hair of the dog. So what did I do? I put on my sneakers, I laced them up, and I went outside and I walked and I walked and I walked until my head was clear. It was like I had this dirty, sopping wet dish sponge, and I just wrung the shit out of it until it was completely bone dry. Now, taking a walk was me practicing self-care and putting my needs first. It was me slowing down the effects of that emotional hangover, and it was me practicing the hair of the dog. Now, maybe a walk isn't gonna cut it for you. Maybe you need to do some journaling, meditating, maybe you need to call somebody up and get out of the house for a little bit and just have some one-on-one conversation. Maybe you need to take a long drive. Maybe you just need to punch some pillows, because I've done that a bazillion times. Or maybe you need to find like a really intense kickboxing class and just punch the shit out of the air and just picture that person's face. And I've done that one a bunch of times because things can get pretty intense for me. But the point is, you have to make it a priority to find what it is that's going to work for you. And then once you find it, you have to use it when you need it. So my question to you is, what sort of self-care practices do you currently have in place to deal with your emotional hangovers? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. So if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And if you know of someone you think that could benefit from this video, please share it. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Growing Up Chaotic. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.